Hello, everybody. Got a wicked storm front coming in over here. Check this out. Also got a nice fire going. Had a little bit of rain earlier, so we figured while the ground's a little bit wet, we can actually get some burning done. If you're in here, be sure and say hello so I know. We like to just drop these lives on you guys. Just no planning whatsoever. We just say, you know what, we feel like jumping on in the middle of a thunderstorm. We are. Amy's here with me today as well. Let me go get a chair for you, actually.
Yeah, we need to put some what?
All right, you say hello to the fine people. We will.
Fine people.
You got one person.
Hi. Storm's coming. $8:15. Hey, Lizzie. What are you doing tonight, Lizzie? I don't know if you can see the clouds above me moving. Storm's coming in now. I think it's fine, actually. I don't think you need to raise it up if you just want to put that back. Okay. About to say it looks decent. It's Lizzie. Lizzie's here with us. Lizzie's always on YouTube.
She don't do nothing else.
What else are you doing, Lizzie? Show off our broken down well house here.
Our future grill, you mean?
Future amazing grill.
Here, this chair's for
Eating in a loud restaurant. You want me to sit in that chair? All right, switch her up. Going around. Musical chairs. Yeah, we don't do any of that stuff on Saturday nights anymore. They get alerts.
Yeah, we don't go out. We just burn stuff and work these days.
Feels like it.
So I'm so sweaty. I'm super
I know,
sweaty.
I'm sweaty too.
Yeah. So we actually started this live because we wanted to talk about some questions that we had asked to us.
Yeah, we've kind of been sitting here talking about it for a while. We're like, well, we go live and just talk about it.
Yeah,
See what other people think.
Discussing it anyway. Although I don't know if anybody's in here right now.
No, it's just us talking to each other. Everyone's all having fun Saturday night.
Makes sense. It makes sense. There may be another live stream too.
It's true.
Hopefully our internet is holding up. All right, I see you, Arizona Kid.
Hey.
You got your stickers in there.
I know.
Got to find a good place to put them.
I already have a plan.
Oh, do you? Okay.
They're going on our freezer.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
We're
That's
going
right.
to cover our freezer and all our fun stickers.
Cool.
So, that's where your
Is
stickers
our
are going.
connection good? We are outside, and sometimes that's
Miss.
yeah, it's fine. It's fine. This can't get any better.
Yeah, stick it all straight up. You look like Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri, yeah, kind of do. That's funny. Shooting over there.
Yeah. Oh, this breeze is nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually a cool evening. It's one of the first times in probably 3 weeks where it's actually been fairly nice outside.
Perfect time to work in the garden. But we're not doing that.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
I can't read it.
Seems like a good connection.
Good connection. Okay, good.
Good.
Sit close.
Yeah, my internet service is odd because it has great upload speeds and horrible download speeds, which is the exact opposite of what you want. Exact opposite. But for streaming, that works well.
Mhm.
Like we may not even see you guys chatting because it's so laggy.
It takes a second.
But
to
you
show
can
up.
see good video from us. Hey, Free Hanley, how are you?
Hi. Sorry, I'm itchy.
Yeah, it's still humid out here, though.
Yeah.
And we do have a fire going over here, too, which is crazy because it
Wow.
is hot.
We're burning everything that needs to be burned. So, been running around. This is the side yard here. The fire's that way where you can normally see it. But yep, where is it? There it is.
There you go. You probably see it backwards from reality, just so you know.
Yeah.
But
We've been collecting all the flooring that we've thrown out of the house as we've been redoing things and finally burning it all.
hey, Brampton Gardner.
Hi.
Yeah, we're gonna let a few more people get in here, and we'll talk about our primary purpose in this, which we were kind of saying before is we got to ask a few questions about, what is our sustainability plan? Are we trying to be self-sustainable? What are we doing here? Are we going to have animals?
What are we doing here?
And so we're going to answer that tonight.
And I'm curious to see where you guys stand and what your goals are and, what your outlook is on, where this world is and where you want to be in it. So it'd be an interesting conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. We haven't had a bonfire in a while either. It's been too dry.
Yeah. We
No.
finally got it where I don't know what it is. There's like some weird zone around us that anytime it's supposed to rain, it just goes around our property. It feels like it can be 100% chance of rain and we're getting nothing. So we had a storm come in like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
And it
If you want to call it
Kinda
that.
heavily sprinkled.
Yeah.
It didn't
Heavy
even really
sprinkle.
rain, but heavy sprinkled for like 30 minutes. So.
It looked very ominous, but it didn't ever. And that's kind of how it's been going for us. Big thunderstorms will roll through and we'll catch just the edge of it with just a sprinkle and then it's sunny again and gone. Just enough to make it humid.
Mhm.
And
So look at that
Hey.
breeze. You can see the trees moving. Nice breeze.
on here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the trees behind us.
Yeah. I was like, what are you seeing? Yeah. It's crazy how many, so many people have had just flooding rain. And, we're in Central Virginia. We're not in the desert. We're not in, anything strange, or we're not having really the odd weather like, in Canada where it's 110 degrees, for the first time ever, or in Missouri where it's just flooding every day, or Alabama.
Yeah, we're
But,
used to it being hot and humid here, but we're used to also getting rains. Like we
Right.
kept expecting, all right, we're going to get those summer storms and nothing's really come our way yet.
I'm 41.
Okay.
If
Wanna
she
guess?
wants to, what do you think? What do you think she is?
I don't
see.
want you to guess.
No, don't guess.
She's 33.
33. There you go.
Don't guess. Please don't do that. How old are you two? Martini glass. Did you get a beer yet?
I did not.
You talked about
I
getting a
need
beer.
to. It's in there. I just got to go get it. But I'm comfortable right now.
Yeah. His back's been hurting, so he's had a hard time standing, leaning over, picking things up, sitting down.
Yeah, which is all I do.
Yeah, it's your only job here.
The only thing I can do or I need to do is something where I have to lean over and pick something up, and it's the one thing where I'm having trouble doing it.
Mhm. Yeah, you need a beer.
Yeah,
Let me get you a beer.
I get it. I got it.
All right.
Oh man, noises.
Get you a snack too, because we're not grilling yet.
Yep.
46 and 41, 15-year-old and a 10-year-old. Nice. You guys probably stay busy. Are they helpful, Arizona kid? Or they just want to do their own thing? Got it? Glad we angled this so that you can see our work behind us.
Yeah,
He used that
Look.
today. It was nice.
it's the homestead. All right, we do work around here sometimes.
43, even if no one asks. I asked Arizona kid if his kids were helpful or if they
Yeah.
wanted to do their own thing. He said he'd beat them. That's what I do with him, so he likes it. Daughter's 12. Is that good?
It's good. It's cold.
I'm still hot.
Yeah. Well, most of you may know this, may not, but we bought this property last October, is it, or September?
It was very end of September, very
Yeah.
end of October, somewhere in there.
We probably didn't really
Think
get
it was-
until,
I think it was the end of September, yeah.
okay.
Because we had my birthday here. And that was like a week or two in.
Yeah. Yeah, so we built, we're doing all this stuff. We've actually, around the house, unfortunately, let it go because our garden's been so crazy this year. We got so much production that we needed to clean up today. So that's what we've been doing.
Well, we've been working on inside the house and then working on getting the other house ready to sell. And then the garden, and can't do everything. So, especially
Yeah,
with
good.
the heat.
Good to go shopping, huh? Did you get anything good?
Oh, we went shopping today.
Yeah, we did go shopping.
I'll wait for your answer and then I'll show you what we got.
That's funny. Yeah, if you follow us on Instagram, you already know what we got.
Yeah. You guys have Instagram? For us, it's homestead_DNA. And there's vegetable pics every day from this guy. So
Oh yeah.
smell that beer. It smells good.
It's a classic Bud Light.
Classy.
Yeah, a lot of people hate on Bud Light, and look, if you don't like it, that's fine. I like it because it's very light, and that's what I want sometimes. You better be Arizona kid. I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, you are, because
I
you
think
liked
you
our picture from earlier. So you already know what we bought today, I think.
I'm pretty sure you
Yeah.
are.
I'm going to make sure we're following him back.
I'm pretty sure we are
Okay.
too.
Went to IKEA, Lee Valley, Fabricland, Value Village, Michaels, and Canadian Tire. All right, so we have a Michaels near us. I've never heard of Fabricland, but that sounds awesome. I like IKEA, but our closest IKEA is like 4 hours away. So we never get anything from there. What did you get at Fabricland? It sounds great. I need one
Yeah.
called Yarnland.
Yeah.
Although my craft room is already Yarnland. So
Yeah, we bought all the yarn, so
Mhm.
there's not much left, I don't think.
All right, I'm gonna go get what we got.
Okay. Yeah, it's right over there. I hope the wind's not too bad. It is starting to blow around here, but Oh, why it's not showing me. Oh, there it is. Arizona Kid TV. Yeah, we're fine. I'm following you. We went to Tractor Supply. We got a
I
rooster.
got a chicken. We have to name him though. We haven't named him yet.
No. Well, we
Isn't
were
he
talking about
pretty?
with Shed Wars, we got to plant something in him.
I know. He
guess.
wants to put a
Make him
hole
a
in him.
mascot.
I call him my guard rooster. So I've been checking him out since spring, and I wouldn't get him if he was on clearance. So I said I'd go ahead and do it. So yeah, he's kind of fun, isn't he?
And I got a sling blade.
Yeah.
Some people call it a sling blade. I call it a Kaiser blade.
You know how many times he said that today? All right, let me set him back here so you can see
I hope
him.
people actually know what that's from.
I
Some
don't know if
people
you can
call it a
see him.
sling blade.
You're in the
I
way.
call it a Kaiser blade.
Is he back there? He's
Mhm.
watching you.
I can't see it. I'm sorry.
Canadian version of gardener supply. That sounds nice. More woodworking tools. You'd like
Yeah,
that.
I like woodworking stuff. I used to do it a lot. I need to get back into it. Once we get more settled here, I
Mhm.
will. And there's lots of projects to do, but I'm interested in, hand tools and doing things the old fashioned way for some odd reason. I don't really know why. So, I was making my own dovetail joints and boxes and stuff and, just playing around.
Yeah, I want to get into sewing. I think actually still have. I think I have a sewing machine, but I just have never really tried. My craft is crochet.
Yeah.
So
She's good at
spend
it
most
too.
of my winters doing that kind of stuff.
Fast.
Yeah.
Hey, Cosmic Cultivators.
Hi.
You guys are why we're here tonight.
Yeah, I was just about to say we're doing this for you.
I did this for you. Nobody knows what that's from. That's I made this for you. Is the
You say it all the time. You told me before.
Oh, what's the guy's name? It's his Kool-Aid, hot Kool-Aid.
No. Brampton Gardner, we're in Central Virginia. If you're asking us.
Yeah. Pretty much dead center, actually.
Can't tell if that's thunder or not. These clouds are moving fast above us.
It's fine. It's like that meme where this, everything's burning behind them, and
Mhm.
it's like everything's fine, nothing to worry
Yeah,
about.
it's literally burning behind us.
Yeah.
You should watch that. Weekends are busiest for us. Yeah.
Understood.
Our weekends are working weekends.
Yeah, so we wanted to answer your question, Cosmic Cultivator, so we're going to just do that real quick.
Hmm.
You asked a couple of different ones. You asked, do we have any plans for animals? And the answer is yes, we do want animals. However, we're not going to get those this year.
No.
It will probably be next year.
What's our first animal going to be?
Chickens.
Chickens. You're supposed to move for that.
Oh, chickens.
Chickens. That's not a real chicken.
My bad. Chickens.
Chickens.
Oh,
What's our next animal going to be?
Maybe goats.
Goats? Next?
I don't know.
All right. What's after that? What's our order of animals?
Pigs.
Okay.
Maybe some cows eventually. Cows are
Cows.
a
I thought cows were
question mark.
not on our list.
They are a question mark on
Okay.
our list. They're probably a distant possibility.
We have the room for it, but
we
I
have
don't know if
some
we have the
room.
desire for it.
Right. And look, cows are also very expensive too.
Yes.
It's a huge upfront cost. But if you get into the market of selling them, you can recoup that money, but it takes a few years.
Alpacas. Yes.
We can do alpacas. Why
We'll
not?
get- we'll-
You know what?
We'll have them for their fur for yarn. And
Well,
then
we-
I don't have to buy yarn.
Well, at this rate, we'll just do camels.
Camels. Why not
Something that can
camels?
survive. in the
Homesteady
dry.
did a camel, right? That worked out for them.
We can do camels. Actually, they do have a lot of alpacas here
Yeah.
in Virginia.
Mhm,
A lot of
mhm.
alpaca farms.
Yeah. So, does anyone have animals on their property now, and
Like this one.
just like that one. And what was your first homestead animal that you got? And do you think it was a good choice or not? I'm curious about that.
And hey, Frogfoot Holler, good to see you.
Hello. I feel like I need to turn the AC off. It keeps kicking on.
That AC is working,
Mm-hmm.
which is all that matters. I'm
Yeah.
glad that it's working. If that AC didn't work,
No animals, just 2 cats and 2 snakes.
we have a snake.
We have a snake.
It's not a pet snake.
There's a
but we
video
have
about that if you
Yeah.
want to know about our house snake that's uninvited.
15-and-a-half-year-old pug. That's an
Aw,
old pug.
Yeah. Yeah, we have 2 dogs and a cat right now. Chickens can't beat fresh buckets. That's right.
Yeah, chickens are kind of an obvious first animal
Mhm.
because, I mean, obviously eggs are really great to eat. You get a pretty good bit of them. And then also we probably want some meat chickens as well. And, you know, we've been watching everyone underneath the sun for years. We want to do a chicken tractor in our field and, you know, have meat birds out there
Mhm.
fertilizing our garden and all that
Yeah,
fun stuff.
Working the land for us.
Because they've got plenty of stuff to eat in our fields too. So
Rabbits.
Yes,
Yeah,
you do.
rabbits is on my list. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but we're both like this. We like to plan and think things through and learn. And so I've, joined meet rabbit groups. And there's a lot of things that have scared me in those groups as far as, I guess, rabbit health mainly. It
we could
seems
just
there's
eat wild
always something
rabbits
going
around here,
on.
to be
Yeah.
honest with you. There's so many rabbits around here. We could just eat wild rabbits and not even have to raise them.
Cosmic Cultivators wants to move on to the next
All
question.
right, next question, which is a 2-part question, which is self-sufficiency and solar power. So let's
Yeah.
go to solar power first. So we will eventually do some form of solar. However, it's not on the top of our priority list. And here's the reason why. Our goal when we moved here, we didn't move to this land because we were trying to run away from anything or, go off grid or anything like that. Honestly, the reason why we moved here was I wanted land and we like gardening. And so that's pretty much it. I mean, that's the reason why we made our choices. Now, does that mean we're not aware of, this idea of self-sustainability and off-grid living and, the way the world can go and how things can go south? Yes. However, first and foremost, we just want to grow our own food to supplement eating and
Because we like it.
because we like it. It's fun. I love the idea of just picking food off the ground or out of a tree or something and just eating it, which we were talking about earlier is only because you can go to a grocery store so much that's a novelty, right? So you go to the grocery store and eat everything and pick your stuff off of a shelf. So when you go to pick it out of a tree, it feels so novel and so wonderful. But we also think about back when there were no grocery stores, people who used to pick it off of a tree all the time, how novel going to a grocery store must have felt. But, so long story short, we will get solar mostly just because we like the idea of self-sustainability. But it is not our top priority because we have power here.
Mhm.
It's good power. It's consistent power. We'll probably get a generator just for our frozen foods and stuff like that in case that happens. But we aren't planning for completely off-grid power.
Yeah.
But we do have a really great property for solar, and
There's
is something
actually
I'm
a lot of
interested in.
solar farms in our,
Right.
even in our,
Yep.
there's several solar farms.
Yeah, this area gets a
So,
lot of sun.
No, we don't want to
too,
have a
so-
solar farm, but enough,
Right.
enough for us.
which we don't need a
So.
ton, but we would be able to do that. There's a lot of cost in solar too, and a lot of upfront stuff that you really have to understand, for the longevity of solar. So it is something I'm interested in, but it's not a top priority right now.
Yeah, I feel like the price hasn't caught up to the technology with solar just yet. It's just
Right.
so
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive. I mean, and the batteries and stuff are the most expensive part. I think the solar panels are fine. but the storage of the energy is one of the hardest parts. But I know that there are people that, you know, we could sell back to the power company. We could produce more power than we consume here, I'm sure, and sell back to the power company as something that is an investment. So, you know, there's all kinds of different things we could do with solar that we probably will do. It's just not today's priority or this year, or probably for a few years. But then again, we had a 3-year plan to move out here and get all this stuff done, and we're doing it in the first year. So, you know, we like to jump and do things.
Yeah, I like that comment you made, Cosmic Cultivators. You have to build a sturdy base before you can launch for the stars, and
Right.
that's kind of our goal. And we sat here and before we even owned the land, we just daydreamed about all the things we wanted to do and where this was going to be and where we're going to put that. And then we had to sit down and look at reality. And the reality was, if we're going to make any progress at all, we need to start with the most important things. And really the most important thing was fixing the house up to have a place that we could comfortably live in while we're doing everything else. And then our second priority after that was the garden.
Right.
Now, passions and desires change your priorities sometimes and make us spend more time out in the garden doing that.
Yeah, we like we like gardening
so that pulls
more.
us away from the other things that we want to do. But I think that all of the things that we've done in the garden has been a good base for future years to come. You know, setting up a fence, you know, working the beds, and there's been a lot of infrastructure in the garden that we've created this year.
Yeah.
And I think at least for us, wanting to have a good garden is more important than wanting to have livestock or pulling water from the spring or, you know, things like that.
Right.
So,
and, you know, gardening is something that we like to do. Remodeling houses is not what we like to do. It's what we have to do because we got a good deal on this property because it was a fixer-upper. So that was the nature of it. So we have to do that. That's not our passion for sure.
Yeah.
But gardening is, you know, I do like, and to kind of go back to the end of the other question, which is self-sustainability. I like the idea of self-sustainability completely. I like systems in which it can kind of write itself. You know, I did a lot of development in the past, and if you have an application, a program that can take in data and just run on its own, that is intriguing to me. So same kind of thing with systems in gardening and animals, where you have inputs and outputs, and the outputs from one thing feed the other thing in a cycle. That to me is just intriguing. So that's why I like the idea of self-sustainability, is really for the systems aspect of it. I know it's kind of nerdy, but that's how I feel about it.
Well, we like to nerdify a lot of things if we can help it. Both of us are data driven, so that's why we've created, you know, even when we first started moving in, we started creating spreadsheets for this place. And so now we have garden spreadsheets, and it's actually really cool to look back and see, you know, on the graph. I think you got like 2 videos that show that out now, you know, graph showing what day we picked how many pounds of what, and it's good for future planning. So
yeah, and Brampton's right. I am talking about poop.
Inputs and outputs.
Inputs and outputs. I want to know how I can turn poop into food.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's one way to put it.
I want to be able to eat poop without it tasting bad. Is that not what we're doing here?
That's not what we're doing here. I won't be canning that.
I don't know if it's acidic enough.
What is their goal or plan for YouTube future?
Well, we're going to keep making videos. We don't have necessarily a plan for it. We're just going to let it come as it comes. So we're making a lot of videos, honestly.
Yeah.
We're trying to come up with content, and you know, it is fun for us. I think more fun than we thought it was going to be. We thought it was going to be more of a job.
It's just so neat to see things grow in our own videos.
Right.
for us.
Yeah. That is crazy.
It has been a great journal, a great gardening journal for us.
Right.
Because we'll watch videos we put out a week before and be like, look how big the corn got, or look at this, and remember when this was this big, or oh yeah, that was the day that we planted that, and it's been such a great way for us to document what we're doing. It's not so much about the response, even though we do like the community of YouTube and talking with you and getting your feedback on things and learning from you. The goal isn't the response as much. It's more about self-reflection. Does that make sense?
Well, I think we're sharing our
Yes.
story too.
Yeah.
You know, we're not just sharing it with you though. We're sharing it with ourselves because
Mhm.
you forget about things. I go back and I watch my April update video and I look at my garden and I was like,
Yeah.
there's nothing there.
Mhm.
And
we're
then I
planting
look
the
at it now
radishes.
and it's just gigantic. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of weeds too, but it's definitely us wanting to share our experiences with other people too, because we liked seeing what other people were doing.
Mhm.
That's it. That's really we just like watching YouTube videos and seeing what people are doing. We like learning from them too. But mostly it was like, oh, check that out. You don't have to do any of the work and you get to enjoy the benefit.
I mean,
So-
half of our free time, if what we would have used to choose, doing something else, messing around playing games or watching random Netflix shows, is now watching other people pull up
Right.
their carrots and talk about their corn. And so it's neat to be part of that, definitely. So
Yeah, the
The
editing
editing
part
part.
takes a long time. And I think, the better you get at certain things, it can, be quicker and the better applications. And obviously the more money you put into how great of a computer you have and what applications you're using, the easier it is. But, nobody wants to spend a fortune on something too up front. So you just make do with what you got. Now we're pretty lucky because I come from an IT background, so I've got some decent stuff
yeah.
to work with. And so yeah, but it is work. I'll record a video and then I'll just record for 20 minutes straight, and then I'll have to cut that together, and it may take 3 hours to get it done and uploaded to YouTube just for a 10-minute video.
Yeah, there's definitely things that we would like to invest in to make our YouTube videos better, as far as both filming and editing side of it.
Roosters mostly.
I was about to say, but our priority has been on buying things for the house.
Roosters.
It was on clearance, so
That's
that
our
doesn't
priority.
count.
Roosters. We could get a good microphone that the wind doesn't bother, but roosters.
You did my microphone.
Yeah, Thor.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it's
Don't overthink it.
there's
You can't.
the problem
you can't control
with-
the response. That's the thing.
yeah.
You can't control how someone's going to respond to you. So
Yeah,
don't even stress
the
about
money
it. They
is
say
just
some things matter, some things don't.
Yeah.
You can't control if you're going to get, someone's going to like it, or a million people are going to like it, and
Yeah.
you're going to start throwing money at you. If that's what it's about, then it can't. I don't know.
Yeah, and we obviously
be great?
everyone
Awesome.
everyone thinks about that, monetization and
Mhm.
stuff of videos, but I also know that if we sit and think about monetization of videos, then it's going to become less fun for us to do the videos, because we're going to be thinking about how I'm not making any money on this and I deserve to be making money. But that's not really the point. The point is for us to do what we want to do, and if it ever came to making money, it's just icing on the cake.
Yeah.
We definitely don't think, there are millions of people that are on YouTube that, hey, next week we're going to make it rich, and all of us, we'll never have to work again. This will just be it. That's just not going to happen. And that's okay. We've actually been pretty happy with the slow growth. I mean, it's been better than a lot of people though. I mean, it's not bad. We're doing good for us, but we like the fact that our views are consistent with the number of people that we have, and that the people that are following us tend to watch us. And so it's not just fake numbers, fake hours and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So
Well, and it's been neat this way too, because as a couple people trickle in, like, hey, I found you, or make comments, we're able to get to know them as well, as instead of it just being all these,
Yep.
I don't know, kind of, it doesn't feel like we're strangers.
That being
So,
said, make sure you like this and
yeah.
subscribe
I
if
only
you're not
see 7
subscribed already.
likes. I see
We need to like it for the
10 people
algorithm.
watching. So
If you like it, they'll share, and then we'll become billionaires. And then we'll send each of you a small amount of money.
and then I can get a real rooster.
Just a small amount of money. Actually, that's bribing. That's probably
yeah,
like against.
you're not allowed to do that.
I'm not sure how I can
No.
come back from that.
Input output equals poop. That's
Yeah.
that's fitting.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't like it. They just left. The room.
Everybody left. See what happens when you try to grow your channel?
Exactly.
Everyone just
That
leaves.
can't be the point.
Like, I don't trust those numbers
I know.
anyway. You can never tell
Oh.
who's in here. Thor, we
Send me, like,
actually
5
did.
roosters, yeah.
We did get a rooster.
Yeah, we have had a rooster. We have already owned a chicken, technically.
Yeah, technically, some friends of ours, they had roosters that they wanted to get rid of because they had too many of them, and so they brought one over here as a gag. And we have no place to keep a rooster, so this sucker's free range, as free as you can be. And it made it about 2 or 3 weeks, I think, before we found a pile of feathers in the woods.
I thought it was even longer than that.
I think it was 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Waldo. We named him Waldo because we
Yeah.
were always so paranoid about him being gone. We just expected he was going to be gone the first night. And we'd go outside every day. We went and bought him food and would leave it out here for him.
We gave him some Chinese
Yeah.
food too, just for the fun of it.
Uh-huh.
He liked some of that.
Yeah. Yeah. July's compilation video.
No. We are running out of space. We've got to get another external
Yeah.
drive because we save everything.
Yeah. What's everyone's space
Yeah,
solutions?
if you make videos, yeah, how do you store all
Yeah.
this data? I've got
Hi, Frugal Farmer. Who else haven't we said hi to? There's someone else that just came in. Mickleton Family
Mickelson
Homestead.
Family Homestead. Yep. Hey, sorry, and if we missed you, any of you, sorry. We're
Yeah.
just kind of talking
talking.
along. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a hoarder of video content
I'm gonna put more stuff
because
on
I
fire.
think I'm afraid that I will I want to make a compilation, because if you guys do watch, I like to make a lot of aerial compilations to music and stuff, and so I want to, at the end of the year, once we've been on YouTube for a year, which was November was our first video, I want to do a compilation of all the videos and all the aerial stuff that I've done and the seasons, and so I want to hold on to everything just in case I need it. I might do a purge at the end of that though. I know, Brampton. I do try as I go through. If I'm like, that's useless, I'll delete it. But I always in the back of my mind say, one day I may need that. That's my hoarder tendencies, but of data.
It's dark.
Yeah, USB memory cards are, they're easy to come by actually at work. They throw around,
Mm-hmm.
Terabyte cards sometimes, but I just never keep them.
And you said you didn't want to put anything on the cloud. Is that right?
Nah, not well. With the amount of data we're storing here, we're talking terabytes of data too.
Yeah.
And the other thing that makes it difficult for us to store anything in the cloud is our internet connection is pretty slow. So to upload things to the cloud would take forever. I mean, we could do it over time, but I just prefer to store it locally. But you can get a 2 terabyte external drive for $100 or so. That's right, Cosmic. You can't be kumbaya here. Not with John.
Mm-mm. It's like a little chihuahua always looking for a fight. He's like that rooster.
Yeah.
An angry rooster.
Angry Rooster John.
Is he in here?
He might be in there lurking.
Not talking. He's on his fake account watching.
Right. Yeah, he does. He does like to lurk. Yeah, I think I've got about 200 megs of space left on my external drive that I'm storing stuff on now. So it's
You already
getting-
figured out what the next thing is you're gonna get?
Mm-mm. Nope. Nope. I
John
have
and
not
Robert
figured it
are
out yet.
yours.
That's okay. We're gonna make so much money on this YouTube thing that it's not even gonna matter. Right? I'm gonna have so many external drives.
So many. Shut up, you little. At first, I didn't see who said it. I was like, "Yep, he's here."
Right. Right. Hey, Far North
Hi, Far
Life,
North.
Alaska. We had some people we follow here in Virginia that are actually moving to
Yeah,
Alaska.
I didn't watch the video, but I saw the
Yeah.
post.
Get
What is
homestead.
it?
Beautiful
Blessed
and blessed
beautiful home something like
homestead. Yeah, they're not
Yeah.
very far from us at all. But
that.
yeah,
Couple hours. but
they're
not long.
moving to Alaska.
I would like to visit Alaska. That's it.
Yeah, you don't like bears, so
Yeah.
I do want to get the bear on camera around
No
here.
one believes you.
Yeah, no
I
one
think
believes
you're
me.
lying.
If you do, if you slow that video down where I turn the camera around and
didn't
I
see
say
it.
there was a bear, you can see the tree moving, but you have to slow it down to like
Mm-mm.
25%.
It's the wind.
It's not the wind. It's a big, massive black bear.
Okay. Alaskan winters are brutal. Yeah.
Nice place to be from.
Yeah. Ooh, enjoy the pool.
Yeah, that sounds good. We got to get ourselves a pool. We got a
A little blow up.
little
one.
blow up pool. We need to.
We've been too busy to do it.
Yeah, we've been
And too
busy.
hot to do it.
Yeah, we're too hot to put our pool
Mhm.
together. We can't handle it.
The rooster behind you doesn't count. It does too. It's always watching.
Yeah, that bear was massive.
Says the storyteller. Yep. Yeah, see, they've all seen stuff. They didn't get on camera either, did they?
That's true. Yeah, if it's not on camera, it didn't happen. Apparently,
He hasn't shown me proof yet either, so
oh, there's no bear then. Fine. There's no bear at all.
no bear.
There are Japanese beetles.
I know.
We've got plenty of those.
Starting to find them in the house too. Distant thunder. I'm not sitting out here during an electric lightning storm like you did.
Yeah, we've got a few snakes, but we've
Yeah.
only I've only seen rat snakes,
Hmm.
so I haven't seen anything else. Which there's not a ton of snakes.
No, I think I've seen a total of 3 here in the last year. You got a bug in your shirt?
Yeah, I had one Japanese beetle back there. I can smell it. They release this scent. You smell it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they release a
I
scent.
didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you kill enough of them, you
Does
start to
your shirt
learn
smell
it.
like it? A
Probably
little bit. That's weird.
a little bit. Of that's me.
That's a little bit you. Went around was barefoot.
Also very hairy.
Yeah. They stay in the woods. They get to live. That's my deal too, I thought. But apparently not.
Look, snakes are good for keeping, rats out and stuff.
Mhm. Before we bought the house and we had come up here several times, we were down in the basement kind of looking. There's like all sorts of just crap on the floor of the basement, and you pointed out to me this, I don't know, 3 foot, 4 foot long, probably
Probably
4
like
foot long. Okay.
5 foot
I
long.
was trying not to exaggerate, but we know what he does.
It was a 17-foot long
like snake skin
snake
down
skin.
there. And I was like, oh, and you're like, oh, don't worry, that's an old one. That's nothing. That's nothing at all. And then we found out there is a snake that lives in our crawl space of the basement. So
Yeah, I don't think it was the same one, but we definitely had one that was in our cellar up on the
burn the house
in
down.
the floor. It had a good spot. It was
Mhm.
behind the insulation, so he could rub on the insulation. I think he was shedding or was about to.
Yeah, he looked
So-
all shiny, like kind of glassy.
Yeah, well, the bad part, Frogfoot Holler, was we were sitting there and she's sitting looking at the sink, and
Hi, Crazy Ed.
I look above her head and I see the snake crawling in the rafters right above her. So I'm like, I need to get her back because if she sees this and she's
better look
under
up.
it, it's over. So I was like, just come back here.
Yeah.
Come back here for a minute.
I
Come
know.
back here.
He was like, baby, come here. Come here.
Yeah, come here.
come
Come
here.
here.
Just
Like-
because I had like trays of like seed starting stuff in my hands. And you're like, put it on, come here. Just I
Yeah.
was like, what is it? Here you go.
Yeah, it was a snake right above her head. Hey, Crazy Ed. How you doing, man?
Yeah, nothing poisonous so far. And
Except for spiders. We've had a couple of poisonous spiders.
yeah,
A black widow, and you saw a brown recluse.
yeah, just one of those. Lots of wolf spiders.
Yeah.
Pretty much all wolf spiders. So,
Yeah, spiders are
everywhere.
pretty bad, I guess.
There's a lot in our
Or
garden.
good. Depends
too.
on what you. Yeah, I mean, spiders are good for gardens.
Yeah.
They kill insects.
Snakes and spiders. Yeah.
Wouldn't like it here, Frogfoot Holler.
Mhm.
Yeah, we have
So
more
much
spiders
nature.
than snakes, but we definitely have some snakes.
I
But
can't help but look around for bears now.
it's a pretty good ecosystem here of all sorts of different stuff. There's nothing that's out of whack really.
Mhm.
There's not a ton of mosquitoes and stuff out
Mhm.
here.
I don't think we've gotten. I haven't gotten bit once out here tonight, at least. So
Well, we'll find out when we
I
go
know.
in, but
find out
I
later.
haven't. I don't feel anything. Yeah, we've got just recently in our garden too. We had a bunch of flies, and now we've got a bunch of dragonflies. And I haven't seen a fly since.
Mhm.
So the dragonflies seem to be coming in and taking over, which is good. They eat mosquitoes as well.
Yeah.
So,
Though we did put out the new fly deterrent. Do you think that helped you, or do you think it didn't matter at all?
it did because what happened was we got our poop, our source of
Our
life, our output,
and input it.
and out of the output came flies
Mhm.
and a ton of flies.
Hold on, not our poop. You said
Yeah,
our poop, not our poop.
Well, it was our poop. We bought it.
Okay, we owned the poop,
Yeah, it's our poop.
but it wasn't our output.
It wasn't anybody else's poop. It was ours.
It's chicken poop.
Yeah.
All right, now
that
go
was
on
my
with your
poop.
story. I was just realizing.
I
I was listening to it. I'm like, they don't know what our poop means.
It makes no difference. In the end, it's poop that we had
They had
in
chicken
a field.
manure,
Yeah, chicken manure that
compost.
the flies just loved, and so we had. I think we did 3 or 4 finally of these fly traps that just captured nothing but
Mhm.
flies in them, and they were just completely just chock full of flies.
Are they still out there?
No, I threw them.
Okay, I
away.
was about to say they're not stinking anymore. I haven't noticed the stink.
No.
So, but yeah, there were still a ton of flies, even with the fly traps. Like it seemed like it got better for a little bit, and then it just wasn't getting better after that. I saw something where you take the little trees, the little scent trees, whatever you call them, that you put in your car, and you get the vanilla ones specifically. And those are supposed to be really good for deterring or repelling flies from wherever they are. I've seen where people have put them in their goat pens or their chicken coops, and they said it worked really good. So I put them around the top of the little gazebo that we have in there, the little pop up, and I feel like it made it better.
That may have been it.
But
Maybe that's why the dragonflies came. Maybe the dragonflies are
I think it's just
attracted to
dragonfly
vanilla.
season.
Maybe.
So
Crazy Ed, you don't have to tell us what it is. We'll go look at it if you want, or you can tell us what your big announcement is.
I didn't know you could order dragonflies.
Hope you won the lottery. That'd be awesome.
He's sending us all money.
And yeah, you won the lottery and you're sending everyone here $100,000 in cash. Unmarked bills.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the traps did work good. Did we hear what the news was? We don't know.
No. Yeah, those traps were. I mean, I don't. The problem with a lot of these traps is so they work on scent to attract whatever it is they're trying to trap, and
flies like death.
Flies like things that smell bad. But let's say they're attracted to it. So now that your garden smells like death, your flies are coming into your garden.
Mm-hmm.
So you either catch them or you're just attracting more. So here, I'm going to put more on there. I'll put some stuff on there.
All right. Yeah, we need to get all these boxes.
Oh, a barbecue cook-off.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
Ooh. Got a grill right here.
Calling us out. Do you not see our amazing grill over here? You don't see it.
I might have to actually fix my big grill for you.
We didn't almost buy it, but we were checking out some grills, some Blackstones today. Yeah. Tractor Supply.
Yeah, we want a flat top grill too. We actually want to put a grill in our garden, so we can just take stuff right off the garden and cook it out there, and put a little picnic table out there. It'd be sweet.
Barbecue cook-off.
And we're gonna turn this well into a grill too.
I'll load it up.
Yeah, the sun definitely went down, and it's cloudy on the other side, so all the light that we normally get is gone. And our fire's going out. Amy's going to go put some stuff on. She's got to keep it going. Thanks for coming by, Frogfoot. Really, really appreciate it. I'm getting bugs flying down my shirt for some reason. Maybe it's that smell that's attracting them. We did harvest our first okra in a couple of videos ago, and we did a bunch yesterday. And so after this live, we're actually going to do some grilling. We're going to grill some okra, just burgers and hot dogs and stuff. Nothing too crazy. And we started to get our, it's kind of disappointing, but we have a second row of squash and zucchini that we planted. And we're kind of tired of squash and zucchini, and people who grow it know what I'm talking about.
I don't know why I've only grown 120 pounds of it.
Yeah, we only had 120 pounds of them so far this year.
Any other beer?
Yes, please. But we're kind of tired of it. But our second planting of a second row of 40 feet is starting to have fruit now. So here we go for the next month. We're going to be picking more squash and zucchini. My goodness. Sorry, making sure Amy isn't burning everything down. She put on some boxes, I think, and so. All right, I think we're safe. Hey there, Daz. How are you? Haven't gotten a female flower yet, huh? That's how we are with our pumpkins. We've got a ton of male flowers on our pumpkins. We haven't seen any female ones. We do have some watermelons, though. They're starting to grow. We're excited about. zucchini pancakes. We might have to try that. We ended up, because we had so many of them, we didn't know what to do with them, so we just shredded them and froze it. And so we got tons of squash and zucchini that we shredded and froze. I sat on a couple live streams just shredding for hours.
Oh, it feels nice out tonight.
Yeah, this is a great night. I'm telling you
Finally.
guys. You guys have no idea. It has been so humid and hot. And it is perfect tonight. As long as we don't set the woods on fire.
I know. I put a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah.
I put the plums in there.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a ton of plums off this plum tree. And it smells like fermented plums over here because they're all rotten beneath the tree.
I'm surprised there's not more animals trying to get those.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. They're the Japanese beetles love them now. All right, Arizona Kid. Good seeing you, man.
Thanks
I appreciate
for coming in.
I'm not gonna leave what out all night. Oh,
Don't leave it. Oh, well.
I got
He
you.
does what he wants.
Yeah, who knows where he's gonna be? He just shows up in places.
It was funny because when we got him, I just set him out like at the end of or it's like a ramp to our front porch right now. Set him out at the end of it. And we kept looking out the window. What is it? It kind of startled us a couple times. Like, there's
It's
chicken.
weird looking.
It's so big.
Hey, pay attention to that recipe. We're gonna need to make
3
that.
eggs.
Yeah, we talked about doing
Flour, blend
fritters.
it up. Yes, that is on my list to do. I just haven't done it yet. When you're looking at like 50 squash and 50 zucchini on your kitchen table, it's hard to really want to create something with it right then. It's more like how do we deal, and less about let's get crafty. And
yeah, it is pretty
things.
funny when you grow all this stuff and you got it and you're like, I really want some squash, and then you get it and you're like, I don't want to cook squash tonight. I picked it all day. I don't want to eat it.
We've done just mass shredding of it basically. So I do want to make zucchini relish and zucchini pickles, because I've heard that people prefer those over cucumber pickles. Not that we've had a shortage of cucumbers of that either.
I just don't know if we need more
I'm not
pickles,
saying
to be
like
honest.
this year. I'm just saying.
So we have, I don't know how many quarts of pickles we've done this year, but
probably 50-ish worth.
Yeah, 50 quarts of pickles.
I think we've picked like 150 pounds of cucumbers.
Yeah, it's 100 and
off 1 40-foot row.
Yeah, 150 or 140 pounds of cucumbers, and we've kind of given up on the plants at this point. And
fried zucchini sandwiches. I do just like straight up fried zucchini, ranch. That's good. Look up some Lebanese recipes. Yes. We have a rep that comes into the office I work at, and she was actually describing one of those recipes to me, and she sent me a couple, I think, to try that sounded quite delicious. So
I'm down for anything.
Yeah.
What are you growing it for, Crazy Ed? Are you selling it? Just trying to get weight?
Yeah, you're growing it for weight.
It's not a bad deal. If you want weight, it's a good crop. It's like we're picking okra, and okra's so light it weighs nothing. So for like
a whole
Shed Wars,
basket full was 3.5 pounds worth. So
like those cute pickling cucumbers.
Sweet chili sauce. That sounds good. Yeah.
Yep.
Or zucchini. It's gonna be crazy again. The first row, so the first round of zucchini and squash that we did 1 40-foot row, and half of it was squash and half of it was zucchini. And the squash came on like a week before the zucchini did. Yep. But when we got the first fruit off of that row, our plan was never to just try to keep that row alive because we knew the pests were going to get to it. We knew disease was going to get to it. So once we picked the first thing off, we planted the second row just to give it time and everything. So now that row just this week is starting to put off fruit, and the zucchinis first this time.
And that was a really good
So,
succession plan
mhm.
too, which is, if you're going to do 2 rows, when you pick your first fruit off of the first row, go ahead and plant the second one,
Yeah.
because the timing could not have been more perfect. We
Came out with
had
that all by myself too.
less than a
told me that.
week maybe
Yeah.
that we didn't have anything to pick before the second row was starting to produce.
Yeah, so with the cucumbers, we've got some cucumbers left. We're pulling up the row maybe tomorrow, sometime this week. I don't know, whatever.
Sometime this week.
Good, the cucumbers are done. Thank goodness. But I bought feta cheese and Greek dressing. I'm gonna make a little salad with that. You don't like goat cheese or feta cheese, do you?
I'm picky with my
Mhm.
cheeses.
Got suspended, so I can't do anything right now. All right, so Crazy Ed, what you do? I think it's what are you suspended for, like a week, if it even matters? Just ignore them. Just leave the squash and zucchini on the plant for that whole week. You'll still pick off the same amount of fruit, but the fruit is going to weigh 5 times more than it did had
That's
you picked it at an appropriate time.
Well, see,
So
if
he's helping you.
he may be doing that because
Yeah.
he's not eating it, so he might
Mm.
just be leaving it on until the thing gets massive. So we try to pick it a little bit early because it's better for frying and
Yeah,
stuff like
tastier.
that. And most anything except for zucchini bread, which you kind of need them, the bigger ones are better for that. Or that's what you use it for.
Yeah, that's the best
Yeah,
purpose for the
yeah.
ones that are too big for anything else.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
just let it grow. See if you can get the biggest zucchini.
We may or may not have planted some Atlantic giant pumpkins that are supposed to get up to 600 pounds.
Meaning we
So,
Yeah.
not that we think that that's going to happen.
Yeah, 600-pound
It was
pumpkin.
more
that'll-
for fun,
that'll
but
help.
if we can figure out how to weigh it at the end,
We will. I will definitely get it weighed. There's all kinds of. I don't have a tractor myself, but our neighbors do, and I will get them to come over here and help me weigh
Mhm.
this pumpkin. Actually, I'm really not sure how I would weigh it.
We'd have to take it somewhere if it was that big.
Yeah, if it's that big. Yeah.
We're not going to grow anything that big. It's
No.
not going to be that great.
No, I don't think we could
Yeah.
do that.
I am really excited for our watermelon though.
Yes.
They're so cute. They're like this big right now. They're just
fit
kind of
nice.
dotted all over. I'm really excited to see that.
I love
That's a cool
watermelon.
thing to grow because we both love watermelon, so
Yeah.
that'll be neat. Can't get chat to where I got. Stream is buffering. Ooh,
It's all good.
yeah,
We
we've
understand.
been there more than once.
Totally. Yeah, if it is us, y'all let us know.
Mhm.
If we are, it can happen for sure.
We're just over here chatting away.
Yeah, because we're just sitting outside with our little internet box sitting back
Mhm.
here on its battery power, so
Oh, I just realized you put that out there.
it should be fine. It's supposed to work for about 8 hours.
Yeah, we're not.
So if
on
we
here
drop
long.
off, you know why.
Mm-hmm.
But we're probably not going to be on here too much longer.
Yeah, we haven't
So-
eaten dinner.
Yeah, we still need to eat.
We gotta eat okra.
Yeah, we got to grill up some okra. Yeah, so if you guys, who here likes okra? Does anybody like okra? Or does anybody hate okra?
Yeah. What are your feelings?
Or okra, depending on how you want to pronounce it. I'm going to start calling it okra, or people are going to think I'm not from Alabama.
Wow. Cooking dinner. I'm just now starting to get hungry. We
Yeah,
had
we ate.
Mexican for
Yeah.
a late lunch. It was like 2:00.
It's good. It's delicious.
I heard okra. Mhm.
Yuck, huh?
Well, that's how I felt about okra before I met you. So
Converted her.
pretty early on too, before we even moved in together.
It's hypnotism. Got to hypnotize them first, and then tell them you will love okra, and then next thing you know, grill it and they love it.
Yeah.
Now we do prefer it grilled. I mean, fried is the way to go if you want okra.
But I feel like in the summertime when you can get it fresh,
Yeah.
grill it as much as you can.
Yeah.
But in the wintertime, because it freezes well.
Yeah.
So in the wintertime, it's great to
Right.
fry it up. So.
Yeah, we put it on the grill, and it gets a little mushy, but it's good. You just get the outside crispy, and
tasty.
It's just basically salt and pepper. I think you might put some other stuff on.
I do vegetable oil and adobo in a bag and shake it up. That's what we do.
Good. The dogs love it.
Our dogs love the okra. We feed them all the little okra ends.
Right. We don't eat the ends. We just give them to the dogs.
I think that's their favorite vegetable. So.
Yeah, they do like certain things. That's one of the things that's kind of funny. We always used to people say, if a dog won't eat it, I'm not going to eat it. Well, dogs don't eat a lot of things that you should eat, and they will eat a lot of things that you should not eat too.
Yeah. Yeah, don't go based off what our dogs eat.
Yeah. No. Dogs don't have the same taste receptors either.
I'm feeling sprinkles.
I am feeling sprinkles too.
Very tiny ones, but they're there.
Yeah.
All right, babe.
All right.
We're going to cook and get out of the rain before it starts. We knew it was coming, but glad to be on here with you guys and talk a little bit about who we are and what our goals are and learn some more from you. And we're going to go eat some okra. Yeah, with your guard chicken.
I know. We got to get out here and grill before it starts raining.
I can see it now. It's starting. All right, guys.
All right.
Have a good one.
Y'all be good. We'll see you
for hanging out
on
with
the other side. Bye.
Bye.